We are building a gaming PC. We've got all the pieces we need. We've got power supply, RAM, graphics card, motherboard, CPU, SSD, and cooling, liquid cooling, and also a broken PC. So let's go ahead and go through and see if anything else is broken before we get started. Everything looks great. So all we're gonna do now is return the really bad PC and see if I can get a better one. And then we will build. It arrived in one piece. Now we can get to the building. All right, let's start by opening up the motherboard. Okay, so we have a motherboard here. Up. And this whole thing, all of these parts combined was about $950. This little price will be on the screen. Wow, look at this. Okay, look. This is where the CPU goes. This is covered in plastic. Oh, this is the ports. Like we've got HDMI, DP, USB 3.2, Ethernet, I think, Wi-Fi, and USB. And, oh, I don't know what that port is. Lots of different ports. Oh, and we also have this for older technology, I guess. You can still plug those in. All right. That feels really good. Okay. Alright, so that's all nice and open. We also get this. I don't know what this is. Oh, this is your step for how to do this. Step 1, install a CPU and a CPU cooler. Step 2, install memory. Then prepare the case, install the motherboard into the case, install the card, install a power supply, install hard drives and optical drives, then connect the internal connectors, and step 8, connect it to the monitor. Wow, we can build a whole PC just by reading this. Alright, and then this is some kind of wires. I have no idea what this is. Okay. It comes with these things. I don't know. Is this for Wi-Fi? This may be like an antenna. I have no idea. Okay. Just leave that for now. Maybe it'll come back. Okay, so first thing we do is we need the CPU. We need to install the CPU. That is what the instructions say. Step 1, install the CPU. But I also think we are supposed to install the SSD before we install it, because I think it goes on here somewhere. But not exactly sure. Where? Here, maybe? Okay. Okay, so here is the CPU. And how does this work? Whoa. Okay, so that comes up. This is the cover. So this just goes in like that. Yeah, that seems to be snug. Okay. Then this goes back down. Oh, this thing comes off. Okay. And then what? Wait. Oh, this is supposed to be hard to... I feel like I'm gonna break something. There. Okay. That's how it works. Okay, so it's in. The CPU is in. So I feel like this will be hard. Whoa. So we've got two parts. We've got this thing. Okay, so there's this, And then there's this. Oh, please peel off label before you use it. There's a preparation and installation video, so I guess I'm gonna go watch that video right now. Okay, so I watched the video, so I need to remove this and replace it with this connector first. That's the first thing. In order to remove this, I need the torque screw. Okay, torque screw. So we're gonna open this back up. Okay, and then we just remove this. Removing this, and then we're removing this one here. And then we take this piece and we want to screw it on like that, I guess. I mean, that fits. Okay, now I just need the screws. This is a lot of screws. Is it these screws? Or these screws? Or these screws? There's a lot. There are a lot of screws. Okay, this is AMD on it. This is not an AMD board, so maybe it's not that one. Gotta be the non-AMD. Okay, so maybe it's this one. They were silver looking in the video, so I'm gonna go with these. Okay, it's in. We have our thermal paste that we put on. And this is the thing that goes on it, or like that, I think. So I need to get the thermal paste. Just this little guy. Just following the video, they made a big X like this, so do you think that's enough? Okay, probably enough, right? And then we remove this. We put it down like this. Oh, so it's sideways. It goes like, okay, so it goes like this, because these screws go into the screws. Like that. So that's like that. And then we take this off. And then we put this thing on. Oh, okay, it's on. So we have two different options. We've got the 3 one, which is more complicated. And we've got the 1, which I don't know why I would need the 3 one right now. So I'm just gonna do the 1 because it's easier. So this here says CPU fan, and I guess this plugs in here. Okay, there's like a lever. I lines up with these like track markers here. Wow, you can't see that. There's like tracks here, and there's like a gray tab, which I thought that maybe it's supposed to line up with that. Looks like, yeah, that there's like a lump here that's supposed to, like, I think help it clip in, but it's just like getting in the way. All right, little flat screwdriver. Let's see if this will help me. Got it. Oh, oops. The tab broke off a little. Whoops. But it should be fine. It's just plastic. I'm pretty sure that's the way it's supposed to be because the lines like are the right width of this tab, and so it's the only way it would have fit on there. This was supposed to prevent it from being put the other way, so it just, this lump here was like, wasn't letting it go in. So then this part goes on the case, so we're not gonna worry about that right now. So I installed the CPU cooling. Step 2 is to install the memory. There's a little notch here, and it lines up with the notch on the board. So we just stick it in here, right? Okay, that's correct. Okay, there we go. And then we do it on this one. Okay, it's in. The RAM is in. We also have our, this thing, the M.2, which it says here M2P right here. So I think it goes here. Yeah, there's a little spot. See here, there's a lip, and there's pins and then pins. So here there's a pins and a big gap. So I think that's where it goes. I have watched things on YouTube before, so I have an idea of what I'm doing, but I have never actually done this before. Okay, this goes this way, like that, maybe. There we go. Okay, now it goes up, and then where does it? Okay, there's like a something here. I don't know what that is. Okay, so this is a plastic clip that clips this down. So I'm supposed to got it. Okay, so this comes out. This goes into here. I don't understand. This thing was like spinning in place, and so I'm not sure. Is that in? No. Oh. Okay. No. Okay. That's in. Alright, it's in. Alright. It's supposed to go. Okay. So there we go. So what do we do next? We put it into the case. Okay. We have our case. Let's open it up. Unscrew. This opens. This goes like this. That's off. And we have a bunch of zip ties and a lot of screws and things. So I need to open this other side. Yes, I do. This is the case wires. Oh, there's fan wires. Okay, so I guess I need to put the CPU into here. Okay, so I think that this screws into the holes here. And so we just need to put this in. I'm thinking of PC Building Simulator and how you have to put like the little metal pieces in before you screw the motherboard in. Maybe you need that, I don't know. Oh, okay. I see MI and M. Okay, so for micro, you use M. For mini, you use I. This motherboard is what? What does it say? This motherboard is M. Is that micro or mini? Is M stand for mini or micro? Micro ATX is abbreviated as MATX or mu ATX. Okay, well it says M here. Oh, this is ITX. Okay, so it is an MATX. So it's M. So all the M's, A, B, C. Okay, so I have all the parts, A, B, C. So I need to install those into all the little holes. All right, so those are all good. Okay, so we got all the standoffs in there, all the standoffs. And the next one is part C. We put the motherboard on, and then we take these screws and we screw them into the motherboard. So the one with the bumps was either or. So I picked the wrong one. Okay. Alright, so I moved this standoff down one because that's where it is on this board. And now it will fit. Last time. Carefully putting it back. All right, there we go. Okay, so it's all screwed in, and then now we're on to the next step is, well, I need to get this connected. So So there are like wires in here connecting the case to, well, what would be the power supply down there. But I want to put this here and their wires are in the way. Okay, so I pulled these wires out. I pulled them out from the thing, so they're now on the side here. And then I suppose once I get this thing in, maybe I'll be able to feed it around it back to the spot that it was in. So now we're gonna put this in here. Okay, screwing it in. Okay, there we go. Got it. Okay, so that's in. So we've got our liquid cooler installed. Okay, graphics card. So we've got this is the 5060 Ti GeForce RTX, 8 gigabytes of VRAM on this, 2 fans. Okay, there's little plugs on all the things. Taking it all off. This does not come with a manual. Oh no, it does. So I know I need to remove these, so let's start with doing that. Put a screw in and you go like this. That's what it says to do. Screwdriver into the hole. Wiggle back and forth. I think it's just supposed to pry off, right? I don't know about the wiggling, but oh. Okay, but it's going in. Is it supposed to go in? There we go. I got it. I got it off. It popped off. Okay, so this really is just supposed to pop off, but the motherboard is in the way. Got it. Got it. Okay. Alright, I got those two open. So now we just need to put the graphics card in. That's in, right? Yep. Yep, it's in. Okay. Graphics card is in. Okay, and then put the cover back on. I've got my power supply here. We've got the wire. We've got the more screws. We've got the actual power supply. Power supply here with all of its cables here. Okay. So to put the power supply in, we need to remove this thing. Then it says to put this onto here, all screwed in. And then I take this and I put it in here. It's good. We just screw that in. Okay, power supply is in. We have power supply, we've got graphics card, we've got our CPU, motherboard, RAM, cooling, everything is in. It just needs to get plugged in now. I moved this piece. It used to be here, and now it is here because I learned that I could unscrew it and move it here. So now it's not in the way of the cooler. And so all we have left to do here is to plug everything in. So this wire here was supposed to have been connected to this before I mounted it, according to the manual that I missed. So I'm trying to connect it. There's a little connector spot over here. I'm gonna put this into there. Now it's in. Put this back on top. Okay, that's connected. So this fan, whole thing is connected. There's a case fan here. I'm assuming that this goes into the, there's a port that says sysfan 1 and a port that says sysfan 2. So I'm going to connect that. This only has 3 pins. And the fan has 4 pins. Let me just plug it in anyways. I plugged it in. This is the sound. This one has 1 missing pin. It goes into, there's a plug in here that says audio. F audio. This thing is USB 3.0. It says, I see USB 3.2 under here. So that's plugged in. All right, and then we've got this plug here. There's one that says power LED plus, power LED minus, power switch, HDD LED plus minus, and reset switch. On the board there's like some pins here that have all these, so I'm just gonna match it to what it says and put that in. Next we need to plug in. Okay, so there's a power to the graphics card. There we go. All right, power supply, or graphics card plugged in. And then we plug in the motherboard. Okay. I suppose everything's plugged in, right? That's it. This does look a little bit silly with all the cables everywhere. Let's just see if this works. The CPU fans are spinning nicely. The power supply is definitely on, and there's a light, so that's on. I think that means that it's on. I hope that's what that means. But this fan is not spinning, so this fan is not connected properly. So we're gonna need to reconnect that fan. All right, it works now. The fan is spinning. So all that's left to do is to plug it into a screen and see if it posts. It's successful. Hopefully it will run some cool games.